A man named Brendan Paul, someone who is alleged to be Combs' drug mule, was arrested on cocaine and marijuana possession. This was charges out in Florida. He's been bailed out. His attorney released a statement, quote, "We do not plan on trying this case in the media. All issues will be dealt with in court." This was a statement from Brian Bieber, his attorney, that was issued to CNN.
Girl, you won't believe the bombshell CNN just dropped on Meek Mill and Diddy. They got the receipts, and it's a mess. Meek's tied up in Diddy's shady business in Child, and if this leak is real, both are in serious trouble. Meek's career might be on the line, and Diddy could face more charges on top of his already messy legal issues. Reputations and money are at stake, and the media is about to go wild. Stay tuned. I've got all the details coming your way.
A man named Brendan Paul, someone who is alleged to be Combs' drug mule, was arrested on cocaine and marijuana possession. This was charges out in Florida. He's been bailed out. His attorney released a statement, quote, "We do not plan on trying this case in the media. All issues will be dealt with in court." This was a statement from Brian Bieber, his attorney, that was issued to CNN. Okay, so with all that in mind, I want to bring on a special guest. I want to bring on right now attorney Brian J. McMonagle. He represents some very high-profile people. Rapper Meek Mill, Bill Cosby. So he is no stranger to these situations where high-profile people face very serious accusations, allegations. They're in the spotlight. They're in the media. And I was so happy to get your perspective on this. Brian, thanks so much for coming on. Pleasure to meet you. So I got to just get your overall take on what happened here. I will tell you, first of all, we were talking about before the air, we've done stories on Diddy. I was maybe not one of the people that was that shocked when this came down because we were reporting on lawsuits where he was accused of sex trafficking and sexual assault. But to see what happened the other day, what was your reaction to it?
I was shocked. They didn't just come heavy; they came nuclear. Seeing the kind of federal response you saw at the execution of those warrants was stunning. It looked like they were hitting El Chapo's house when I saw it on the news, and I had the same reaction. I mean, I had been looking at it and hearing the allegations and studying some of the lawsuits, but I never thought it would rise to the level of federal intervention, particularly at that level. Stunned, and my initial thoughts were twofold. One is that they're very close to indicting somebody, or two, they had some really hard intel that told them they had to move quickly so they could discover evidence that their information was indicating was either located at one of these residents, but it was stunning in terms of the swiftness and the breadth of it, I must tell you.
And based on, I'm reading the lawsuits, right? And you read, if you take the allegations in the lawsuits, it's true that Diddy is surrounded by weapons, that he has quite the security presence, large properties. You don't know what you're entering into. I've spoken to law enforcement experts who say it's not surprising they came with that level of military reinforcements, or they talked about a military grade. But at the same time, the way that they did it was quite a statement, and to not have it be in conjunction with other charges at the moment, you say, it could have been that there's reporting that they had been speaking to certain individuals. Again, the belief is that this is emanating from the Southern District of New York, the U.S. attorneys for the Southern District of New York. But it seems, do you feel that they had more than just statements from witnesses to go after these properties, or to go into these properties like that?
Yeah, there's no doubt that they had something that kind of suggested a clear and present danger, or something that suggested to them that there was going to be real evidence there that could be destroyed. I don't think they would have came in the way they came without some hard intel. And so, I mean, it tells me one of two things. It tells me that they're getting real information about criminal activity. Whether it's true or not, who the heck knows? The criminal activity is ongoing. Otherwise, they wouldn't have came the way they came without an indictment. But I just think it's always, you need to be cautious in terms of trying to understand their mindset. I don't know what drove those warrants. I don't know what that probable cause was. And I think that will tell us everything once those warrants get unsealed. And and charges emanate. But, they can always charge a couple of different ways in a federal case. You can charge by an information or you can charge by a grand jury indictment. They've done neither here. And I think they were hoping to find something, and whether they found it or not, I don't know, but I didn't get a sense of that.
All right, let me break it down for y'all. CNN just dropped some wild news. They got hold of documents and recordings that allegedly show Meek Mill was deep in Diddy's shady dealings. The leak from an anonymous insider has everyone shook. According to the tapes, Meek was caught discussing illegal business with Diddy, money laundering, drug trafficking, the works. And Meek wasn't just a bystander. He was supposedly helping run the operation. CNN even released clips, and it's bad. In one, Meek says, "Yo, I got you. We'll move that product fast and clean the money through my accounts."
Well, he said a Philly rapper. You understand? And it was redacted in the paperwork to that because, first of all, it had Meek Mills, it had Stevie J, they had redacted their names, and they had Usher, and they redacted their names and just said a performer of the Super Bowl and a Philly rapper. One of the street guys that came out of there got caught up in this Hollywood whereas that he's dressing the same he dressing like Diddy, hugged up with Diddy. I think that Lil Rod know a lot of shit, but I know this. Two men dress alike, it's just like two men laying down. When they both get up, they both homos. And that's real talk, bruh. My man, you go to a party, dog, and the nigga got the same shirt you got on, I'm taking my shirt off. I'm walking around in a t-shirt. And then, not to blow Meek Mills up out the water or anything like that, it was said that they checked his Google search and all the other shit, and he was searching for some online gay porn and all that other shit like that.
Oh, wow.
That shit is crazy, bro. But listen, those are what, it's crazy that money, that lifestyle, and you trying to fit into something get you. These guys never set out to do all this shit. Meek Mills, when he got into the game, he didn't set out to be questioning about his manhood with Diddy. But he put himself in that position.
Child, if that's really him, Meek is in serious trouble. The leak also includes financial records showing massive amounts of money, millions, moving between Meek and Diddy's companies. And the timing, it lines up with some of Diddy's alleged crimes. Now, some might think this could be a setup or a smear campaign, but the evidence is looking real damning. If this all goes public, Meek could be facing major charges right alongside Diddy. The real question is, why would Meek get involved in this mess? What was his motive? And how deep does their connection go? The streets are buzzing, but we don't know the full story yet.
I'm not gay. Like, everyone stop asking me if I'm gay. I'm not gay. And then you went in, and then he essentially threatened to kill you.
So essentially what happened is, we've been, I do long live streams. I'm streaming for like 5-6 hours. Like, when these things are happening, we're not just giving quick takes. Like, I'm going, like, even today, I bought the Christian Combs document, like the entire lawsuit. We're reading it word for word. We want to see what's because a lot of times on these sites, I've always said, like, I kind of pride myself on trying to go the extra mile. A lot of people just go to, like, say, I don't know, Rolling Stones or Variety, and they see a summary of what's in a lawsuit, and they regurgitate it and even make it even smaller, and they put that out.
Yeah.
Well, I got time, and people want deep dives, no Diddy. And we got a lawsuit. So the Lil Rod lawsuit we got.
Yeah, I read through the whole thing.
And it didn't mention Meek by name. But there was a
Said
footnote.
a Philly rapper who used to
redacted
date
the name.
Nicki Minaj.
It was like a Jeopardy question.
Who
Yeah.
is that? There could only be one person on the planet. Unless
So-
there's a Philly rapper that also dated Nicki that no one knows about. It's obviously Meek Mill.
So essentially, I reacted to, like, I literally found out on stream, like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, no way Meek Mill was in these freak-offs. Like, I know we've seen the video in the pool and the matching outfits, but no, Meek is like the toughest, biggest gangster. Like, he's like a killer. Like, no way he's like getting, bent over by Diddy, the diddler. So I reacted like, I'm not even believing it. That reaction went viral. And the next day, Meek, as I said, he's a special type of stupid, as 50 would say. He's seen me reacting to it and thought I made it up. So he's like, yo, you know what I'm gonna do to academics when I catch him? Now, previously, me and Meek had a truce.
But I remember, because I remember
Meek and him being so dense and being so dumb. He actually thought that I made up the lawsuit. And by the way, even after he started threatening me, and I said, I didn't make it up. I said, just clear up whatever it is, but I didn't make it up. You know what he said? This is clearly AI generated.
Let's break down how Meek and Diddy got so close. Meek was signed to Rick Ross' Maybach Music Group, and we all know Diddy and Rick Ross go way back. They've collabed on tracks, done business, and partied together for years. Naturally, when Meek blew up in the rap game, he started running in the same circles as Diddy. They were seen at events, clubs, and even worked on music together. There were even rumors Meek might sign with Diddy's Bad Boy Records. But here's the thing, Diddy's reputation as a shady businessman has followed him for years, with lawsuits claiming he cut artists out of deals and stole profits. And remember the 90s bad boy era, full of sketchy rumors. Now people are wondering, did Diddy see Meek as just another rapper to exploit, or did he genuinely mentor him? And what about Meek? Was he naive, or an active player in the alleged crimes? Next voice. Child, it's a wrap for them. You know what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And with Diddy and Meek being two of the biggest names right now, this scandal has everyone talking. The internet is already blowing up, fans are picking sides, celebs are chiming in, and the media is all over it. But what's the real story behind all the noise? Stay tuned as we dive into the social media frenzy and see how this bombshell is playing out in the court of public opinion. Next voice. Girl, the internet is in chaos over this Meek Mill and Diddy tea. As soon as CNN dropped the news, social media blew up.
Everybody else to stop talking. Like, Meek want people to stop asking him if he's straight. Like, this man is going on a public campaign to say, I'm straight. I understand I was named in that Diddy lawsuit, but please don't think for a minute.
Cause again, man, I just told you, recognition and acknowledgement. Oh, I recognize that people are saying Meek is doing something and people are acknowledging that. And it's just so crazy. Like, all it take is a rumor, dog, and that shit is running. They running with that shit. All it take is a rumor, bro. All it take is a rumor, one rumor. A mother could just not fuck with you and put that shit out there. Let her put it out there with a skit or do it the right way or make a meme. That shit gonna stick, boy, and that shit gonna ride until you do something that overshadows it by 10 times.
Lawsuit filed by Cassandra Ventura, known by her stage name Cassie, met Combs when she was 19 years old. She was later signed to Combs' record label, and the pair had been romantically involved. Ventura alleges that Combs not only raped her, but over the course of a decade, physically abused her, as well as, quote, lured her into a drug-fueled lifestyle. Ventura says that after years in silence and darkness, she's finally ready to tell her story. Now, Combs' lawyer said in a statement in part that his client vehemently denies the allegations, calling them baseless and outrageous, and that Ventura has been demanding $30 million, threatening to write a book about their relationship.
So I'm sitting there and I take the two girls down there. So they go upstairs and everything. I wanted so bad to tell them, yo, give me his autograph. Give me Tyson's autograph. You understand? Because like I told you, this one, Tyson was the man, you know. Everybody, he represented New York to the fullest. So they go upstairs. So it was about 15, 20 minutes later, the one girl came back downstairs. And I said, what happened? She was like, nothing. I said, yo, I thought he wanted two girls. I said, I knew he couldn't handle two girls, but why he wanted two girls? He had other people up there. She said, no, it was just him. And I was like, yeah? I said, what happened? She said, he gave each one of us $1,500. And he said, yo, Gene, he just tore into that girl like crazy, like an animal. I was like, yeah? He said, yo. And I know this is a family program, and I know some children may be watching. He said, I wasn't gonna let him do my pussy like she was doing her. So I told him I wasn't feeling good, and I gave him his money back. And I was leaving. He said, nah, just keep $1,000 and thank you. You understand? He gave the other $500 to the girl. And so we stayed in the car waiting for the girl to come back down. She came down after an hour and a half was up. I was like, oh, that shit was crazy. She said, yo, Gene, he a beast.
Fans are split. Meek's crew swears he's innocent and this is just a setup, while others are saying where there's smoke, there's fire. Even other rappers are weighing in. Minus 50 Cent's already cracking jokes about Meek snitching, but Nicki Minaj, who used to date Meek, hasn't said a word yet. Diddy's fans, though, are acting like it's no big deal. It's a whole mess.
How did you feel when you saw this lawsuit that made it seem as if perhaps Diddy and Meek Mill had sex?
I mean, to each their own. And why would they not have sex when they're gay rappers?
They.
Do you think Meek Mill's gay?
We all know he's gay.
Who's we?
Rick Ross knows he's gay.
I didn't know. It's news to me.
Everybody, Rick Ross knows.
You think Rick Ross would sign a gay rapper?
Rick Ross knows he's gay, is what I said. Everybody know you paid me $2,000 to say that, right?
Me?
You only paid me $2,000?
To say Rick Ross is gay? No.
That's
no, to say Meek Mill is.
Okay, well, yeah. Meek Mills is gay.
I've never told you to say that anyone is gay for the record.
So Meek Mills is gay.
No, he seemed very unhappy with that characterization.
I mean, that's just up to you. If you like, I heard you heard. What's up with Whack 100? Why Whack 100 wasn't here?
Meek Mill basically threatened to kill academics over spreading the information.
Why wasn't Whack 100 here? What happened to Whack 100?
He's not here typically on a Monday night at 9:30 p.m.
Oh, he has hours.
Well, yeah, typically he'll only come when we're recording.
He's a schedule.
It would be weird if he was just sitting around here. He's a busy guy.
Orlando Brown's crazy. I'm not showing up past 7:30.
It's kind of like you.
What the
You're only here when you're doing content, right? You're not going to just kick it all.
Where is what Whack, man?
You'd be welcome
been here
to
too, bro. You should have been here
out.
too. We had a great co-host, but bro, I thought you was gonna be in here talking that Mike Tyson type shit.
You like her? I thought you were going to riz her up a little bit more.
Ah, man, you know I'm married. Man, I'm so addicted to my wife's vagina.
Vagina.
Can you look at her butt and rate it?
I wouldn't do that. That's not what I'm here for.
That
You
goes
only
against-
paid me $2,000.
I feel like I should pay you less and you should get to look at her butt.
No,
She gets mad.
Like, I'm here because they came from my boy, bro. I don't give a fuck how much you paid me, bro. I was not gonna not come, but you got to just like throw me something this time. And that was dope. You did do that.
How about this? How about she has 60 seconds to say shit to you that will give you a boner?
Nah, man.
And then I'll tap it and see.
No. Fucking Adam, bro.
I mean, it's fine if you don't want to do it.
They're saying Meek's been in these streets for decades and always comes out clean, making people wonder if he's really untouchable like that. Child, the media is all over it. Every blog, every gossip site is chasing this story. TMZ is probably camped outside Meek and Diddy's houses, and the late-night talk shows are sure to have skits for gays. But it's not all jokes. Big names are speaking out. Charlemagne said if Meek threw his career away for Diddy, that's the saddest thing. An exec from Hot 97 said this could end both their legacies. Meek's stans, though, are still writing for him, saying everyone makes mistakes and not to crucify him just yet.
That he's been mentioned in a redacted name in the last lawsuit against Diddy. As we previously reported, in a portion of the filing Rodney Jones submitted to accuse Diddy of sexual assault, he mentions the bad boy mogul having sex with an unnamed rapper.
The footnotes on the page suggest the rapper hails from Philadelphia and previously dated Nicki Minaj. While promoting his upcoming release, Meek continued to tear into academics, citing this is the work of executives trying to hinder an independent artist. You got anything to that? All right, so Meek Mill, I believe this is all Meek Mill shit right here.
Well, Meek Mill's a
Is this actually new? Was this new right here? He just posted this?
No, this was from yesterday.
Okay.
He went on a rant.
Okay, so Meek Mill, he mentioned yesterday, he said, get me his Addy, I'm gonna shoot a full production music video in front of his house. LOL, seriously, get me that one in New Jersey. And then he went on and said again, he says, academics and alcoholic fully powered by the white man. Who you think posting that on every website? They be so mad they can't stop it. They can't stop its few groups. LOL. Then he goes on to say, bitch ass niggas ain't gonna play no games with me. They trying to do damage control. The same thing they almost tricked y'all with, little baby. And he goes on again. He says, the way you niggas come on the sick now, I can't wait. What's he say? The way you niggas coming on the sick now, I can't wait to meet academics. LOL. They know I drop tomorrow. This is they damage control. This net getting too weird.
Oh, Meek Mill. Oh, he's so fruity. He's like a Skittles.
You know, he dropped. This is one of the comments that.
Is that his album cover?
So he went on and said, when I got a girl around me, I'm fucking her twice a day. LOL. Ask some of your favorites. Pussy don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people, but that juicy pussy do it for me. I done ran red lights to get that feeling. Y'all weird on here like devils. Then he went on to say again, he says, y'all see these rappers with gay styles, they want that look. Leave it to them. I come from the gangster shit, surviving in the jungle.
Gangster shit. Well, that fool ratted out on fucking Drake.
So what's this right here? He says, I'm from Philly. I don't do coke or freaky ass Molly. Nobody won't even offer me coke because I'm that heavy. No man or what would even approach me about gay activity, and the whole place don't get flipped. Woke up seeing this on every blog like they know I'm coming. LOL. He said, that's why I always come around all these industry niggas with my real friends. You never catch me around anybody from the industry alone. You can't even hold a convo without my dog stepping in the room. It's been that way. I can't till y'all find out I'm the illest in this shit. You niggas grammar, bro. Like, you so mad you can't even get the words out right. You're just like, nigga, I'm trying to hurry up.
Crazy. You typing
this
fool,
shit.
He's a real
autocorrect. Like, bro, like he's trying to get it out so
Twitter
fast.
fingers.
You can tell he was, bro, I can feel the
Twitter
frustration in that shit. He was frustrated, bro.
He's mad because it's true.
Sure.
He was tight.
I think he is a little fruity.
Hey, I ain't going to.
You know, shout out to gays on Trip. But I'm just saying.
Bro.
The other half of Meek's fans feel betrayed. Like, how could he preach reform and change, then link up with Diddy's shady dealings? The disconnect is real. And Diddy's fans, they're nervous. He's dodged scandals before, but this feels different. If Meek flips on him or the feds have solid proof, it could be a wrap for the whole bad boy empire.
To me, why even entertain this shit if it ain't true?
Exactly.
Why are you making this many posts? Like, it
because it's
like,
true.
Yeah, like
it's true.
I ain't about to entertain that shit. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Say what y'all want to say, bro. Keep buying this music. Keep listening to this music, and I'm about to drop.
It's like, you know, he trying to fix something that, you know.
And now, like I said, bro, I would have used that to my advantage. Like, oh shit, my drop's coming.
Yeah.
Drop that shit. Be like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna use this because people got eyes on me right now. Whether it's good or bad, they're gonna want to listen. They probably think I'm gonna say some gay shit in my rhymes. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like, who knows?
Do you think he's gay?
But it makes you listen.
But do you think he's gay?
I think the comments that he was making are very suspect.
Do you think he's gay?
I feel the same way.
I feel like it's suspect, like in a sense. It's kind of like, what do you have to prove? You don't have nothing to say to nobody, bro. You don't have to plead your case, nigga. Fuck these people. You Meek Mills, nigga, you getting bread. Who cares if the blogs are sitting there meant to saying that shit, dog? It only becomes, let me tell you something, it only holds half its weight when you say something.
Ooh, preach.
That's the only
church.
time it can even be held even halfway somewhat real.
Do you think Nicki Minaj left him because he's gay? Straight up, dog. Because now I'm starting to think that, dog.
No, because she deal with way worse people. She deals with way worse people than him.
Safari?
Let's be honest. No. What's her man's name? What's her husband's name?
Oh,
Big
no.
Zoo.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She deal with way more shit than that. Way more than what.
Look, that's probably a secret that she didn't want to say. She probably caught him doing some fruity shit. Like, what the fuck, Meek? What's wrong with you? And they're like, oh man, that's
Hey,
it.
you know what's so cold? Because I feel that because some bitches don't even want to embarrass them.
This story's getting messier by the minute, and with all the reactions flying, there's no telling where it'll go. Best believe, though, the streets are watching, and this is the kind of tea everyone's sipping, even if it burns a little.